Hi my friends, welcome to my channel. I'm Lily and in this video we're going to be talking about Every Summer After by Carley Fortune. If you want to know something about the author, check out this video. There you'll find some information about how she became a writer and about her other work. Yeah, Every Summer After, it's a story about two teenagers who meet every summer vacations at the lake and they become friends. We have 6 summers to fall in love, 1 summer to fall apart and 1 weekend to put things right. So let's have a look and jump right into it. Every Summer After by Carley Fortune is a contemporary romance and coming-of-age novel rated for readers 15 and up. The book was published May 10th, 2022 by Little Brown Book Group. It has 320 pages and took me around 5 hours to read. A similar book is Happy Place by Emily Henry or The Summer I Turned Pretty by Jenny Han. This to the bullet points, let's move on to the summary. In this story we follow 30 years old Persephone Fraser, who spent 6 summers in her teenage years at her family's cottage in Barry's Bay, Canada. The story begins with Percy returning for a weekend to Barry's Bay for the first time in 12 years because of a tragic event. There she rekindles with her first love, Sam. The novel is set in the present day with flashbacks to the 6 summers of Percy's childhood. Percy is 13 when she spends the summer vacations with her parents in a little cottage on the lake in Barry's Bay. There she befriends the neighbor boys Sam and Charlie Florek, who are raised by their single mom. She's quite easygoing. Percy and Sam, who are the same age, quickly grow close together over the course of that first summer and become best friends, including friendship bracelets. The days are carefree and endless. We accompany the two when they jump from the raft into the lake, lie on the jetty and laze or swim around the race. Together they watch horror movies, which Percy is enthusiastic about, and talk about God and the world. Soon Percy realizes that she has a crush on Sam. Every summer, of course, they tell each other what they have experienced in the meantime, what they are happy about, what worries them, and so on, as friends do. Over the course of the next few summers, they work together at a tavern, Sam's mother's Sue's local restaurant, enjoy the balmy summer nights together, curl up with books, and after a long period of hesitation, each having their own experiences with other partners, they finally come together. Breathtakingly beautiful time follows until the teenage romance love goes awry due to a misunderstanding and jealousy, and Percy finally does something that leads to the abrupt end of this love and both go their own way. But no professional success, no dazzling parties, and no luxury apartment or short-lived love affairs can hide the fact that she longs for Sam. Only a sad event more than a decade later brings the two back together. Percy realizes how much she has missed Sam, and as if no time had passed, they feel the love that once united them. They get closer again, but the event that led to the separation still stands and both must face their past. Percy must come to terms with the choices she's made then and the years she spent punishing for herself for them. Only then will they know if their love is stronger than the biggest mistakes they have made in the past. this to the summary, let's move on to my impression. The novel is a first love story in the summer and has a simple narrative style that works linguistically for very young readers, although it is from 15 years up. The story focuses entirely on the lovable main characters, Percy and Sam, who I found realistically portrayed, as well as the secondary characters. There were just the right number of these. In this way, the story seemed manageable, and this resulted in a good reading flow. We experience the action through Percy's perspective, and it has very slow narrative pace. We are close to the main character, Percy, but I didn't find her particularly layered. Sam, with his reserved nature, reveals little of his feelings, yet I could picture him very well. All the characters are well-rounded and have flaws, as we all do. I especially like that through her perspective, the issues of panic attack is also addressed, which more people suffer from than you might think. The story deals well with analyzing those flaws and reminds us that we are not perfect. No life is perfect. What matters is how we deal with the mistakes and what we learn from them. It's about insight, even if it comes late in this story, and forgiveness, so we can move on from there. The setting is of course fantastically idyllic at this small lake and wonderfully described. I could imagine everything very vividly. Felt the warmth of the sun on my skin and the taste of the ice cream. I like that the story takes place on two plot levels, so we move from the present to the past through flashbacks to learn what happened during the 6 summers 12 years earlier. The gap in between feels like a taut rope threatening to break, but no telling us almost until the very end what happened during the summer 12 years ago. It creates the tension the author wanted, but in doing so it also raises the anticipation about the event that led to the break. I must admit I was really surprised about the twist, but I thought the author could have let the cat out of the bag earlier. Let's say it this way, without losing the suspense. Towards the end, there was not enough time to work out why the breakup happened. I also find it a bit unrealistic that the reason for the breakup is not addressed for such a long time in this story, and that the topic is skirted around, especially when they haven't seen each other for such a long time. I found the story more for younger readers, so I would have liked more of a closed-door romance here. The visuals in this story bothered me a bit simply because it didn't fit in this story that way. But all in all, I found it a very beautiful love story about first love in a dreamlike setting that brought back own memories to life. This to my impression. Let's move on to the conclusion. This is a coming-of-age novel that explores themes of family, love, and the power of forgiveness. It's about the first love. Actually, it seems like a simple love story, but with a complicated outcome because the path of true love is never easy. The characters are confronted with feelings that are brand new to them and that they don't know how to deal with. Feelings that make them insecure and vulnerable, and in the process they are also at the point where they must think about their professional future. They have to face the past and painful things that haven't yet tempted them. Every Summer After is a book that awakens memories of carefree and endless summer vacations in the childhood and youth. It's a nostalgic tale of love, friendship, the people and decisions that change us forever, and second chances. It also reminded me that we should live life to the fullest because there's something we will never get back. Time. Time to make memories. The novel explores themes of family, love, loss, and the power of forgiveness. It's a quick and perfect summer read. If you love Dawson's Creek, you'll love this book. If you like friends to lovers stories, you'll love this book. Yes, that's it from me. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed here and here, that would really help me out. Have you all read this book? What is your summer read? Let me know your opinion down below. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.